Hey, bro, can you hear me?
Yo, yo. What?
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, rolling a journey, bro. Ready for it?
Good idea.
Yes, must for the depth of concentration.
Yes, it's for the creative workflow to get
You
the
good?
juices flowing.
You are good?
Yes, I'm a little bit ill right now.
But
But
now
it's
that the weather
yeah.
it's very tricky.
Yes, of course. It's here in the southern Germany. It's I think a little bit more worse. We just have rain and it's like 8 degrees or something like that.
Yeah. Yesterday was fucking cold.
Oh.
7 degrees here.
No, the winter is coming right now. I think when we met in Sisyphos, it was the
Nice
last
day, yeah.
warm weekend. Yes.
Yeah, I just saw the project, so we need to do it again. You didn't upload correctly. I'll show you.
Yes.
It's a common mistake. If you don't have experience, it's tricky.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. It's all just an hobby project of mine. I never had any real lesson or something like that. I never even talked with some professional producer about Ableton or stuff like that.
mm,
So it's just me, YouTube, watching some tutorials and just exploring stuff inside the software, and
mhm.
yeah, just just that.
No worries. Now you're at the best place you can be.
Yeah, especially after
Mhm.
I've seen um, your movies and
Oh,
the second episode when you're producing at Riverside Studios, it just blew my mind. This was
it's
such a
a,
nice process to document, and it's
it's
just a
every
piece of
day
art
like
in my
this in
opinion.
my life, but I had to bring in one movie one afternoon. But it's in Berlin. That's the message of power of being surrounded with the right people at the right place, the right
Mhm,
time. The sky's the limit. This is what I wanted to. You can turn the
mhm.
wall, like politically, the wall and all this, you can turn it into a wave. Like it's a very poetic, yet I don't know how to describe it. But the lyrics my mom wrote, and she wrote these lyrics 5 years ago for this song. So I had this song already, but then I started making movies, and I'm like, fuck, to turn the wall. I was always visualizing the video clip for this song in Thailand or somewhere, like never in Berlin. But then I'm like,
Uh,
Berlin Wall, I will turn the wall into a wave, and Riverside Studio is in front, so it's a river symbolic. It came perfect.
amazing.
It came really deep,
Uh,
deep, and that's why I won in Cannes, won as the best inspirational film.
I saw it. Yeah, I don't have Instagram, but while just doing some research, I stumbled upon some images of your Instagram site, especially for your movie projects, and you're
It's a
awarded
lot.
very much, brother. So
It's
congratulations.
Thank you, bro. This is just the beginning. But I went there just to study for to make music video clips, not to make movies. But then I start liking it. Actually, I used to act in when I was in school, in like high
Mhm.
school. I was comedian and I was making 1,000 people in the theater laughing. So smiling, or how you say it.
So you're a cultural multi-talent, as said.
So I love. I'm a comedian. I like. You'll see now when we start teaching. I'll I'll use a lot of analogy and metaphors, so you will not be scared from like what the fuck, what are these terms and everything. So everything will be
Mhm.
explained as everyday life, as literally our body or the planet. So you will feel like each sound as something you already know from everyday life. So it won't be something like very scary for you. So it will be
Okay.
also a lot of fun and we'll laugh a lot, I promise.
Okay. I'm so stoked. Yes.
But you'll learn. So now the first thing we can jump into the reality here for this. You see, now this is ALC file.
Uh-huh.
It is project, yes, you know. So I can go to some project just to show you whatever my downloads here. This is my landing
Mhm.
folder, and then all goes to other folders here maybe, or I go to my album here. This see, for example. This is my album, and then here in the album I made project because it's a shortcut folder. You see, so these are the projects. This is how it looks. Doesn't matter if this black folder it's in the blue one. Doesn't matter. This is a folder in the folder. But if you go inside, okay, this is not folder. This is some recording. But you go inside, you see. So you have all this, and what you gave me only this. You see.
Uh-huh.
So technically, I need to read the sounds to so I be able to hear them. So this is the biggest. You see this one? Okay, now this is from Google Drive. I need to download. It will be a huge file. But you see, imported, processed. Processed means if you, let's say, from two clips, and you select two clips, audio clips or MIDI,
Uh-huh.
mainly audio, I think it's here, and then you press Command J. This is consolidate. So you're consolidating, you're uniting two clips as one clip. So when you double click
Yeah.
on the clip, you see everything together. You're not divided. So this
So
is the processed one. And then when you go in processed, you see you have consolidate. If you reversed some sound, it's reversed. So this is how Ableton, if you import some reference track or something, whatever, it's imported. If you record something, it's in recorded. So the main folder, it's the sample. You see, I have like 400, almost 500 megabyte. I have space. And
So I've recorded just the wrong project, or what
no,
was
no, no,
my
no, no.
mistake there?
What you did now, technically, the most common, you see here, some alien prayer, whatever demo. So you see samples here again. So the most like you did like this, hop, and you drag this. So you just need to go one step back and drag full folder. But I'm sure, and to go faster, I'm sure many students or artists they put here, let's say, Alien in the Jungle project, and then I do another track, totally another track, like Alien on the rooftop, and I still keep it in the same folder. And then now, if you want to send me Alien on the rooftop, you will send me technically the sounds also from Alien in the Jungle because they are in samples. So that's why it's very important, as I did here, every track different folder. You see.
Okay, so I need to set it up in Ableton as a save option or something like that.
Yeah, so now if you have this mess already that you have all your demos in one folder, then what you do, you open one project and you save as on desktop, for example. And then you go, so you have 11 or 12.
I have 12, I think. 12, yeah.
Okay, so 12. So when the project is there, you go. So you open the project that you gave me. You open it, and then you go save as first, and you save it on here on desktop, for example. And once it's saved, then you go again save, but then you press collect all and save. So then in that moment, all the sounds you have used for this project will go on desktop. And then this folder, full big folder on top of the desktop, you drag it into Google Drive. And then you can delete it because you don't need it on desktop. This is just to give me. But then I'll show you how we're going to communicate. And actually, we're going to be in the cloud. So you see, for example, okay, I'll let you do this step by step, and then we do the next.
Yeah, I just opened the project at first, and then I save it on desktop.
This is anyway for your understanding, but we won't do this ever again. We'll make much easier way and less space consuming for you.
Collect all and save was the function after it.
Collect all and save, yes.
Okay. Yes, data from different files, different projects. Okay. I'm looking at my desktop. Okay. Yeah, now I see it.
Yes. You know, it's because otherwise I will open your project and I will see everything, but I cannot hear anything because there are no sound. Physically, the audio sounds are not there.
Okay. Now
maybe just the MIDI ones.
Yeah, I dropped it. No, first very important lesson. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and then this lesson is just for you to know. But we won't do it because now, technically, when I open this project, and let's say this is now your project, and then I go save as, and then I go to my Google Drive. You see? So when you download Google Drive desktop app, it technically it creates a folder. It's as a bridge, literally folder on your computer, as a bridge that you don't need to go with a browser. So I'm going now to where are the student folder 06 here, and then I go to you, and then I save here. You see, it's already there. So it's now the opposite. So now I can go open. So I don't even need to download.
So it's directly connected to your drive.
Yeah, only with this Google Desktop app.
Okay, I'll write it down, so I will download it.
It's for free. 15 gigabytes you get. I'm paying like 20 euro for 5 terabytes, which is nothing. And everything is backup. Nothing can happen to me, you know.
This was also a question I wrote down in case of preparation for today. How do I organize myself well so I can be sure that my projects don't get lost, to have a backup or something like that?
You see, so now I go to projects, and now hop, without even downloading, I have your project. And you see here now, some sounds are missing because...
Yeah, they're from Splice. Yeah.
No, but if you press collect all and save, this doesn't matter, they're from Splice. I will still have them, but it can happen. So when it's like this, you see here, orange, media files are missing. So you double click, I mean, not double, just one click, and then you go set folder, and then I go to Google Drive, and then I go project, and then I go inside. You see here, samples. So now I open and say go. Instead of automatic search, I go. You see, now these guys will be like located. But there is one thing that you just added them, so it takes maybe 2-3 minutes that it's on Google Drive. You see, now it's there. It's even faster. So now, if also another important detail, it's this. Now you can press X. Now you see when I play, it's coming on my laptop. Either I don't hear it, you cannot hear it. So that's why, because I'm sharing, I'm talking to you on Zoom. So now I need to go output, command comma, shortcut, or control comma for you, and then I go audio output Zoom. Yes, bam, see, bam, the sound is here.
Okay.
And they see now we're in the box in real time, and I can give you the mouse, you can give me the mouse, I can give you the mouse, so it's you can share your screen, I can share your screen.
And you record everything right now.
Everything is recording. AI summary. AI is listening to us now, so it will give you a full list of everything. Like you won't believe. So also to-do list, homework, like summary, very organized, like in school. So whatever we talk, just enjoy the ride. No need to try to just like understand it, but you don't need to remember everything, because that's the point, to give you more information in one session. So then you can watch the lesson 2-3 times slowly, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, stop. And then, okay, let me see, he did something very fast. Let me try to do step by step. And then, because that way of, you will follow me with your eyes, but with your mind, you cannot really remember everything, but with your mind will try you to understand everything. This is the most important.
I will definitely do my homework afterwards, yes.
But it's very easy because you will have the video, so
so chop it up in little parts and then rewatch it.
You watch it, and then you can also write down or cut it. I don't know if you're good in editing, you can make for your phone small reels, and then you can, like your reminders, like what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
something important, so you can get rid of now this shit that I'm talking at the moment, but
Yeah.
only add only like action, you know, like
Yeah.
the straight to the point things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's it. See. So now the first thing what I'm doing, say, so now whatever I'm doing, we have the old version and we have the new version, and you already have
Mm-hmm.
it. So if you would have now Google Drive, you can immediately open. It's not in real time if you open it. But it is kind of, you know, because if I
Uh-huh.
save, if we over save in one name, we're literally, but you just need to refresh, like refresh the
Yes.
page and then you have the updates. This is exactly how it works.
Yeah, I just saw it. Tech House L project. I refreshed it there. Yeah.
You see, so if you have Google Drive, you don't need to, you open Ableton and then through Ableton find the folder, because Google Drive desktop app is giving you a shortcut here, you see. Anyways, that's enough for the organization. So now let's hear the track. Control A, and I hope I can select everything and either make it bigger or smaller with Control A. Yes, Serum. Have it.
Yeah, it's my plugin.
No problem. Let's see what is missing.
The bass.
Serum is missing. Yeah, the bass is missing.
The bass is missing it.
Probably the bass, it's which one is the bass? You don't remember? It's probably
Need to open it
this
myself.
one.
9.
9, yeah, you see,
Yes,
I
yeah.
already knew this is this one. I don't know from how, but you see, I told you it's this one, right? So this is also very good situation to learn something from this. So now you will open it again, and with the guy that it's missing, and I don't have at the moment this machine, but I'll have it, no problem, till next time. But even now, if I don't have it, you go to your channel and then freeze track, which means it will freeze it, and it will, like you see, freeze. It will freeze it, and
Make a
then,
sample out of it or something.
and I will still hear it, but I cannot. If I unfreeze it, then I will lose it. But if I have the machine, then no problem.
Okay.
So in this case, it's the best to freeze whatever. So then we don't need this one now.
Yeah, I'm freezing it and then I re-upload it.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, there are two ways. I can see this project, it's perfect for teaching to finish it, because you already got used to on this everything. So whatever I touch, you will feel it, because it's not. But other way around is to start also something from scratch, to show you the loop cloud, and then you Splice you're using, right?
Yes, I'm using Splice. I just move it a little bit.
It's the same. Splice, it's new American fancy page, and loop cloud is Beatport. So Beatport exists, and loop cloud was there since a lot, maybe 15 years there. And I never liked it actually, because it was not so well user friendly. But then they brought, like 1-2 years ago, they brought this, what Splice also has, the key, browsing in key synchronization. So this what was like game changing, that it's the only place on earth you can do it. There is no other place to browse the random sounds, or to have this categorization with tags and genetics, that you can reach any kind of element with any kind of from any kind of style. Just this doesn't exist.
I uploaded the new version. I would also really like to know how to handle, or how to perfectly handle a synthesizer to get like a pad from scratch, like a stab or something like that.
That's
and
very
just
good
then,
point.
I think that it's not something you learn in maybe a year or anything like that, but
No,
I think
no,
that's
it's very easy. This is good point because when you use sounds from Loop Cloud and Splice, it's smart to use kicks, subs, shakers, hi-hats, but not the main actors, not the
I
main
already got
sounds.
this. Yeah, you see in my project, I just used drum sounds or some fillers or sweepers or something like that from Splice, but all of the melodic elements I did by myself.
So you made now
Uh,
again.
I'm not. It's uploading right now. 29 of 30 parts. Some some second left.
Ah, it's coming more. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it's half a gigabyte. Let me make a copy. So let me know when
Yeah.
it's there.
No, it's
But
there. Yeah.
yeah, we'll go through this, no problem. Like just the first sound already, wow, inspiring you to make a.
Yeah.
And so on. So I can give you all these sounds, and it's all about teaching you a little bit to manipulate them, but not to
Mm-hmm.
create. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you how from to find for which scene to find, like if it's this sound. Now it's you will make something with this sound, but this sound should move in
Mm-hmm.
period of 30 seconds or 15 seconds or 1 minute. It should move. It should entertain. It should mutate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you call automation. So this means you need to find the minimum. Now it's in the middle, neither not minimum, not maximum, because this is maximum. This is minimum with a filter, but then you need to make the minimum also with the body, which means envelope. You see envelope and
Mm-hmm.
ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, and release. It's all about the length and the body of one
Mm-hmm.
sound. Doesn't matter if it's MIDI, but it's usually in MIDI world mostly. You see, if I go envelope 1, then I go envelope 2. See, now it's the same menu, but it's different. So it's like a layered, it's more
Mm-hmm.
knobs.
But I can't use them right now, so those presets. I need another version of Serum, you said.
Yeah, but this is easy. You see, so
These presets are sounding really nice.
this is just
A
one
lot
of
better
thousands.
than mine. I did on my
But
own.
the point, you see, then you have effect. Then you go to FX. So I can turn off the delay. Then I go back to the roots.
So there's an automation EQ. Okay.
So you see now I found the minimum, and then I went click, click, click to find the path, the labyrinth, the path, what I'm gonna click and do in period of, let's say, 1 minute. So my sound will become a beast and then go back. So that's the game of mid-range. You always need to mutate and like a transformers to change the sound. This you need to have these skills, and that's it. So you find the
Yeah.
preset, inspire you, and we'll talk also about the music theories, tips and tricks that I show you few things, and you don't need to know anything. You can play like Mozart, because we live in the new world of technology. So it's all taste based and
Okay.
information based, because you don't even need skills. This is more nowadays making music. It's taste based.
Mhm.
So with little bit, of course, you need skills, but even though you have skills, if you have bad taste, I cannot help you. But if you have a good taste, I'll show you a few things, then you will make bombs. So, but the
Okay.
taste, it's not something that you can improve.
Yeah. So I really have a passion for dance music. So let's see where it takes
Yeah, the
us.
experience of partying is helping
Yeah.
always, usually a lot.
Yeah. I have a lot of experience in partying. Yeah. So I think this will help a little bit.
Here, it's synchronizing. So technically, you are downloading them, but with the app, which is temporary download. Once you stop working, then it's deleting. But it's not
Uh-huh.
deleting from your drive. It's deleting from this cache or buffer. I don't know how you
Uh-huh.
see. So now it's still downloading. Few sounds. The freezed one, you see, because it's very big one. Yeah, now just because it's down. Dampfer vibes, huh?
Yeah, I already told you. Yeah.
You told
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I told you in Sisyphos, damper music is my kind of music.
Nice.
Between 123, 133, range like that. Sometimes I'm a little bit into the down tempo bubble as well when
Nice.
I'm in summer and the festivals, and I like to listen to the Mystic Creature sets from
Yeah, this
Poland.
is nice. Yeah, but it's all very like you said, even the name, like Mystic Journey. Like
Yes. Whoa.
it's for me, I love this. I used to play in Danfer before, but
Hmm.
now the bigger the stage, I'm forced to make big time music.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
I
love to.
feel you.
I
Yeah.
make because I will always if I open Hamahale, I start with this style.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yes.
I go like from minimal and then I go to techno. But I'm opening, so I have to bring the vibe. But when I start three, I cannot
No,
play.
no, you have to hamale.
Even though now with the latest set in Hamahale, after two, three of my tracks, I started minimal actually, but on 140. So it is
It's
this vibe, but it's just
it's
faster.
still fast.
But
Yeah, that's
if you go down, then you come to it's exactly this style.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of pressure. I really like your new song though. The underground edit is amazing. My girlfriend is dancing to it all the time. And the Look at Me, I'm a Monster is
Visible. Yeah, no, nice. Thanks.
mm,
Yeah. If I have time, I can do in 2 hours one track, 1 hour sometimes, So I'm from scratch. But I need to
crazy.
find this moment that I'm free and I have inspiration. But
Mm,
usually I find and mainly some new machine is my inspiration. Or after
okay.
the party or after I'm trying. But I'm doing every day few tracks, but for other people.
Hmm.
So it's still for me it's perfect. I love to do it. So, anyways, we can start slowly to find the mistakes first of all. Like to
Hmm.
now we don't go every coaching for me it's different according to the situation. So now I
Hmm.
don't want to bother you. I already like say no more because I already see this is the best way to communicate with me.
Hmm.
Give me your project. But now I can bring it to higher level, and this is from through this you will go through some basics as well. So, but
Hmm.
we'll use
Hmm.
this as material.
I will find my issues in the process, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like definitely, it's in general when I hear it now, it's very nice. So
Mm.
because you are
Thank you.
using already for very nice style from vibe point of view, from
Okay.
quality point of view, also very good because you're using professional samples.
Hmm.
So it's hard to not sound good.
Hmm. Hmm.
So now we just increase to make it from this raw, basic sounding to make it more modern and to make
Hmm.
this
Yes. Yes. I think
mixing kind of.
a little more minimalistic also because there's a lot of ideas in this track, and there coming some loops back and forth, and it's I think if we take some parts of it and make them more interesting and then keep them more minimalistic, then I think the vibe
Yeah,
will be
yeah, of
perfect.
course.
I tried to build it like that, but
But it's always better to make more than you need because then
okay.
later with you have more material to cast the
Hmm.
best takes, the best coincidences, the best taste-based
Hmm.
chosen ones.
So the already first question I have is what is the best way, or in your opinion, the most efficient way to place the drums in the song? So I made a group there for effects that I get all of them, but do you have already all the time some audio lanes for every sample on its own, or do you have a core kit or something like
We'll
this?
come to
How?
it now in a bit. Like you'll
Okay,
see. It's like
okay,
the answer is it's all about organization. So in
yeah.
what it's about to happen, uh, we'll divide your track in three groups.
Mm-hmm.
Kick and sub, not bass, sub. And then there we'll already face with a like 20-minute session to explain you why. And then you go to the mid-range. So the sub and kick, this is the physical energy. This is like 90 or even 95% of physical energy of your truck. Physical energy. And then you go to the emotions in the mid-range where you feel something, and then you go with a beat where you start moving because it's faster. So in real life, the faster the movement, the higher the frequency, faster the movement through the air. How the sound goes on planet Earth. It's how we hear each other. It's all air. So it's
air pressure waves. Yeah.
So this is in space you have no sound because you cannot hear.
There's no air
Because of the atmosphere and this. So so this is, you see already I'm starting to, we went out to the satellite view because you need to see yourself as satellite view, seeing your project as a flat Google map. This is the main thing. Like that's why I went here like this. Narrow, it's good. And then we're gonna build organization in these 3 groups. And always the colors will help a lot because we're gonna already with colors analyze the material. So we have the satellite view. So you always have the satellite view, global understanding and picture of the truck. This is the main goal. So you're always the astronaut. And then in seconds, you're entering certain country, certain city, certain area, certain flat, certain room. Then you go very deep. And then hop, zoom out and watch listen the result and watch the control. So this is exactly what is the best way. But also, we'll come also later to it. Here you have to create your songs, not here. Because that's why I'll show you when we start the next when we start a fresh new track, this one will finish fast. This is easy. But when we start a new one, also will go fast, but we'll make it here.
Okay.
This is mixing view. This is arrangement view. This is session view. No, this is session view. This is the mixing view. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Mixing and arrangement.
Mixing and arrangement.
Yeah.
So Ableton live. Able for tones live.
Okay. I never thought about that way.
Yes, me too. But I mean, I never read this anywhere, but I analyze it because I study bachelor and I know about the marketing and the names and the marketing strategy. So I was like thinking, what is Ableton? Why it's Ableton? You know, so and it's in the end live. So that's why you see Ableton comes like this. So this is the brain behind made it for live. This was never planned to be software for editing so much.
Oh, okay.
This is for live software. So that's why everything is the best software in the world for live. And making track here, it's another level of fun. You know, you're feeling and you're like, you cannot imagine how much more fun it's doing the track here. And you're already enjoying your track for hours, even though you know and you like it, you enjoy for hours because you're enjoying for hours before even the track exists, because you're already performing it live. You're feeling the elements in an amazing way. But we'll come to it later. I mean, it will be nice to be the first session this, and then we come to this, but we can also use this little bit, let's see till when, and then maybe we can use even this track to bring it here and ignore this arrangement temporarily and then create here.
Rebuild it.
Rebuild it. But we keep this one. And then what happens here, we still and cast your best ones and still from here, and then we make one final, because see it as a test shooting. You go to a set to shoot a movie. This was a test shooting. So now we make another shooting, but learning from this one. So now that the shooting you already made, you came to the studio, and now we're gonna analyze all the shots, because these are all actors. This is like a band. So they are performing together as a band, and they physically exist. So now we need to organize them, right? Literally, they have to enter behind, so face control.
We need to enter the queue first.
I don't know what is here in 10, but we'll bring it back. So you see now I can select everything and turn and click here on anyone. You see, anywhere I click, I'm turning off and on everything because I select everything. And now I start with the first one. So now like this. See, this is your kick. Very nice kick.
It's from Splice, yeah.
Black. So this is now we're starting like the earth. We're going from the dark and then we go to the colors, city colors, flowers. All the mid-range will be this kind of color, purplish. So this all is mid-range, and then you go to the sky, you go to the clouds, you go to the sun. So it's high frequency. So you already color like as you know from
Okay.
birth, because immediately you already can feel the material. Like you already know and if it's dark synth, then you put dark purple. If it's tiny synth, this. So you already know how you with the colors. You already make the rainbow color of your own reality. How dark, how sexy. Or if it's percussion, then it's going this obviously because it's a wood. So darker the percussion, darker the brown, lighter if it's some conga or something very high, then you put orange because it's going to Africa, a little bit more Jamaica color, you know. So you see, you go to the high frequency shakers, it's blue because they're always high frequency. Because you need to position your welcoming elements, physical elements like people on the dance floor and you in your restaurant, and you have to make their reservations. You put them in tables. So because who you are, you are percussion, okay, you go to this area because the spectrum of sound has to be organized. This is you cannot. And in the VIP, who is the VIP? Is the kick and sub only. So no one is allowed to enter there. So the kick now, I call it the queen in my lessons because in chess, the queen can go everywhere. So the kick is the only element in music, in electronic music. So I start from scratch here, like this. You see, when you play your kick, it's everywhere. So this is your party. This is the restaurant. This is the dance floor. This is the club. So the VIP is here. And why VIP? This is mono. So this you need to make mono. So mono, physical, cold power that will hold everything as a skeleton for your emotions, for your speed, which everything is mosquito physically, because very small, tiny frequencies. So they are not physically strong. They are emotionally strong. They are speed strong. But here they have groove. Here, the more boring you are, the better. So not too funky, not too many changes, just a perfect physical match, cold match, and politeness between them. Because the kick is the queen and the king is the sub. So and they go from kick to kick space, 50%, 50%. So the better you match them, the better example you give to other elements to follow, because this is the king and the queen. So if they give good example as a perfect match, in key point of view, volume point of view, length point of view. So you are literally sculpturing them.
So so I need to address my kick in the right key as my song. Okay.
This is, I mean, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's a mathematic in the end of the day. It's physics. So and every key, so you have 12 keys on piano. Black, 7 white, 5 black. And we have also 12 months of the year, and you have 12 zodiacs, 12 characters. So in the music, every key has a different character. So when you miss characters, it's music, it's not good idea, as long as you don't bring harmonic scale elements, which will come later to this. But for physical guys, you always match king and queen, same.
Okay.
So when you go to melody, you can make a melody to go in this scale. So can also use other keys, but the root key and the scale is blah, blah, blah. So anyways, let's go further. So this is kick. And you see, this is now white. This is snare because it's very high frequency. See, when you put here, See, it's high. And you see, this is the politeness that I'm talking about, in meaning of this. See? So you see, I'm trying to put my elbows down to everyone, because why to go down? And you don't really hear it, but when you summarize all these small elbows, this is not polite to each other, because you need to make them to have to can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
This is physical energy, so you're putting them physically on the dance floor here, so connecting them all together to be as a
Mm-hmm.
lasagna. So it should be a little bit space. So you see how it's born, this sound to be. Where is the bone? Find the bone and stick to a bone. And then if you want to make it bigger, then you make it your own bigger. I mean, here I'll
Mm-hmm.
show you. See, this is very long snare clap. It's not the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So now if I put it out of the group, you already have on the group -2. So this doesn't belong together. So I'm putting it out of the group, and I know the group was -2. So I go to the channel, -2. So now I keep your mixing.
Mm-hmm.
I respect your vision. I don't want to change anything. So if I move something, I make it the same
You
as it
can
was.
change it as long
No,
as
no,
I
no, 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 no,
understand it
no.
later, so it's perfectly fine for me.
We stick to your vision so you can feel, and then
Mm-hmm.
I give you the advice. Okay, look, you can make it here. So we
Mm-hmm.
stick to exactly how it was, so we don't create a mess. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
so you follow. It's very important to follow, to understand, and to feel and to hear the difference.
Mm-hmm.
To train your mind, to train your ears. Anyway, so this is white. Then we go now inside. See, organizing. I'm already learning. So this here now you have limit. Okay. See, so you have limited 5.3 dB up. So you are going down 2 dB, and then in the end you go 5.3 dB up. So which makes no sense. Which
Yeah,
with the
I don't
numbers
know.
you can go just like this. But anyways, it's not wrong or something. It's just important for the clap. I went 2 down to come to the same. So now I need to go 5.7 up. So, so I'm exactly as it was. 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5. Hold shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So see, now I'm exactly as it was. See? Anyways,
I think it's way too loud now.
it doesn't matter. I don't know, because you went -2 and then you went +3.
I think my mind is tricking me. It was not, no, it didn't meant it that way. I
We'll
just
make it
realized.
anyway. It's not important. This is not important at all.
Uh-huh.
So you see, this is hi-hat. Height, it's not too much, not too less. So medium dark blue. This is very high frequency, so very white. See, sky, clouds. See it like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is shaker. This is a little bit, I don't know. It's not so
Light
important.
blue, yeah, light purple.
It's a little bit darker. You see, so I know this is darker than this one. You see. See, this is immediately, you can see, darker color, higher color, highest color. So you see already with the colors, you are already aware of your lasagna chain, because it's very important to chain it like this,
Mm-hmm.
visually and in order. See, this is some percussion, very dark. So we keep it
just for the
like
background.
this. Next, this is bass. Yeah, so bass is always red, because it's coming with the kick together. So here, this is the kick. Okay. You have something here, another group inside. Oh, that's why. Maybe it was there. Doesn't matter. We'll regroup everything. I want to show. Let me just check the loudness of the kick, because this is the most important. Yeah, you see. So immediately you're making very wrong beginning with a kick. So my microphone, Ableton is like microphone. So when you record something very loud, it's not healthy. You know,
Uh-huh.
here you see you're already in red, and in red means when you go in red, you're cutting, you're distorting, you're cutting the original information.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go like this, when you are in red, now you're not in red here, but you made it red, treating it the way you welcomed the sound in the project. You welcomed it too loud.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, and what you did, you made like this. So you see, the sound is gone.
Ah,
That's why
okay.
this is red. When it's in red, this is what you get. So people, when they go in red, they think it's loud. No, it's just weaker and louder. But you cut a lot of frequencies.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah, so that's
So,
why never red.
uh-huh. So I was aware of never read, but I didn't knew that it would that this would happen then, so
Yeah,
that you
because
cut off
once
some
it
frequencies.
what you made it red, and then you hide that you made it red. So
Mm-hmm.
you made a Staubsauger, but then you put something behind below the couch. You didn't Staubsaug everything.
Now the comedian comes through.
So yeah, once it's in red, in later the signal is not in red anymore. You already went in red, so the sound is
Mm-hmm.
fucked. This is when people put limiter, and this is very
I, I, I remember why I put the limiter there. I think in a video I saw that one guy did a compression on it with
yeah
the
yeah yeah
limiter,
yeah.
but
But you put limiter. This machine is for the master.
okay,
It's you can put it, but it's meant to be for mastering. This is
okay.
designed for mastering mainly. But of course, you can use it in some nerdy ways on channel. But for me, I never do it. I never
I,
use it. I have limiter. I have other machines because you have. Let me explain you just theory. Like you have compressor. You know, so compressor. What is doing compressor? It's compressing your sound. So if you are on the beach and you remove your t-shirt and put like this sand on your t-shirt in the middle, down on the ground, and then you take the t-shirt and start squeezing the sand, and you can make it like a rock.
mhm.
So what you're doing, you're compressing.
Compressing everything, yeah.
So this is compression. So you're
Mhm,
compressing everything to make it to get rid of, or when you go to gym, you're like compressing everything in meaning of like you get rid of the fat and you get more
mhm,
muscle.
mhm,
So saturation, it's similar. It's all about cutting the peaks because you need always bold haircut for sounds. You don't want curly Jamaica style. So all the high frequency peaks, which is this here window that you don't see it, you need to open like this, and then you see this. See the number. So I mean, you saw it actually, but here is for the volume. So yeah, this main peak number, it's this that you, it's the game of hiding this number as much as you can. So that's why you compress. So one
mhm,
sound, if it's showing one, the computer is stupid, is reading numbers. So then it's the main last machine, it's limiter. And after the limiter, you have a meter, which is telling you how loud you can be. So that's why you need to trick the computer and send less information, send less number. And in general, it's not fake information. You're just giving real information, but you need to hide the numbers.
mhm,
You need to hide the peaks, and you need to concentrate on the real power, and
mhm,
then bring it usually louder. But because the limiter will read less information, it will tell you to the last MRI scan, which is meter. It will tell you in the end you can go like techno, let's say it's going -7 dB RMS, root mean square, or loudness in average, LUFS,
mhm,
you know. So now you don't have here this information.
mhm,
You just have -3 dB, 0.3 dB, that maximum you can go, you know. But in the end of the day, this is for mastering machine. So this is
mhm,
pointless to have it here. You see, when you turn it off, nothing here, nothing here. See, you put again. This is now no red, but it's too loud. Now we're talking about other things. Dynamic range. So you need to welcome the sound. At least, I mean, it's not wrong. Many people start from -3, but you need to keep this number. So that's why I mentioned the queen, the kick. Obviously, if you want to have a rule and understandability how to mix, obviously the loudest is the kick. So
Okay.
once you have this established number, whatever you are adding now, you see the master, this number, 2.81 is the same. So you adding all other weight. This is like the weight. You're weighting how heavy you are, let's say, also.
The
So
queen always is the fattest.
it's all about her. Everyone has to come as a ghost. So it shouldn't add any consuming new energy. So that can come one kick and then another 50 sounds. It should sing the same number.
Okay, so the kick is the loudest in the mix always.
It's all about the kick.
Okay. So it's very important to choose the right kick, I think.
Yes, this is not bad kick. It's good kick. But
okay.
Obviously this is the game. This is the fight. This is the war you're gonna have during as an engineer. Obviously that's not easy. You know,
yeah,
but at least you know your goal, you know. So now, anyways, this is another thing. But talking about just the kick, I always like to put the kick like at least 10 dB down. See?
Okay.
This is now 10 dB approximate. So now my number, it's 9.8. So, but even if you go 1, 2, 3 dB in the end with all together, it's fine. I'll show you how to hide it. But in the end, you try not to be, but in the end, reality, you're always 1, 2, 3 dB louder than the kick. But trying, you always have this punch. And in the end, that's the easiest guiding how to mix peacefully. You don't have stress. Okay, my kick is this number. First I trust the number, and then fuck the number, then I trust my ears. But I already know I'm in a safe zone. Because if you go louder than the kick, then you lose the power. Then it's the kick, some other sound is screaming at the kick. You're masking the real power.
Okay.
You're too loud. You know, the queen is trying to say something, but someone there, it's very loud. No one can hear. And the kick should be the most prominent, like you can hear it.
Okay.
But it's not easy to protect it. You know, so there's the game to protect the queen. That's the game. The log line of the Sesh to protect the queen. So you see, now it's like this, and we talk later about the EQ and other things. So technically, you see, it's a trap from Ableton. When you put this guy, see, just turning it on and off, it's killing the original quality. So this is not a good idea to use all the time. This should be off, and then from time to time you can automate for hi-hats for something, but don't use this on kick. This is the trap. So let me see where it goes. So you're going a lot with a filter. Yeah, you can do the same, but for other sounds, we'll do other way around. We'll do with this guy. This is healthy.
So you do a filter with the AQ. You do automation only with the AQ, not with the auto
because filter automatically when you add it, it's already doing certain the sound goes through this machine, and machine already has some colors, electricity inside or whatever, like coding. Even if you're on 0, it changes. So it's not a good idea to put it on the kick, because the kick it's very sensitive.
I see my kick is not mono there. Or?
We have a drama queen here, you know. So
the queen is not mono.
And the kick, if it's mono, you can check here using mid and side modern EQ way. See, this is mid, and when you press side, then you see side, but there is no side, so which means your kick is mono already. So if you would see now signal here, then this means it's side. When you press M, you see mid, this is side, stereo.
Oh, okay.
So this is how you EQ two-dimensionally, not only stereo. It's more efficient. And plus, when you do the EQ, you go high quality. You click it. Because, of course, they made it medium, everything of quality. So the CPU, they don't embarrass themselves as a software because everything is cracking. So they made basics with minimum, but when you want something on maximum or you have good computers, then you put high quality. Then it's more resolution, like HD, 4K, that kind of vibe. So the kick is the most important, but we won't go so deep in this. And also the kick should be in MIDI.
In
So
MIDI. So those sample.
because when you have your kick is a beating heart of your identity. So you should have a nice kick, flexible in all the keys. So you have always the same identity, even when you change the key. But
then I have a question because I switched to sample mode because of every time when I did a MIDI pattern and it entered the kick, it sounded completely different than when you know. I think you already know the problem. I want to
no, no,
tell you.
no, no problem. I'll show you. Now we'll immediately add it. See, Command Shift 3, Control Shift T, and then this is MIDI, and then you bring the grandpa impulse. So this is one of the first drum machines in Ableton, 20 years old. But it's the best. There is nothing better than this. So you see, now you have kick, but the kick it's loop. So now I can go here on side, temporary, make some small office place here. Command E, cut, click, delete, Control E. And then I have only one kick. And you see the kick, it's not exactly on point also. So you have a big gap between when the kick starts. So you think it starts, but it not. And also double check, double click here on your computer now, go to record and create fades on each edges, turn it off.
Okay. Fades, unclip and off. Yes.
And it was on, right?
It was off, no?
It was off.
It's off, yeah. Fades. I have it in German. Fades, unclip and it's off, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
off.
It was off, yeah.
Strange. Because it's always on and it's wrong to be on. This is by default. So how you turn it off?
Maybe I
Bravo.
saw it in a tutorial or
Yeah,
something and already someone told me.
no problem. So this is very important because what it does, it creates immediately like this. See? Fade in. So when you zoom, you don't see it, but when you zoom, your kick is gone. And this is what, when you make it on, it does like this automatically. So you don't want this. But
Okay.
other mistake that I see here, your kick, you see? So the metronome, see? The metronome, the click, your kick, you see? It's not in sync. So your track in record box and everything will be very weird. People cannot make it. So your track here in milliseconds, you move the kick is the main skeleton that everything is lying on. So this should be very precise and cold. It's a very cold queen. No emotion. Like cold as fuck, you know. Like you don't want any emotion here. Just and should be on point on the full number. So now instead of cutting, I can just go here and you see the waveform starts from here. But anyway, this is not the real power. The real power starts from here. So you move the like on players, if you ever tried player, have you played on player?
Player?
On CDJs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you press play and again play, you have a pause and you move the jog, you make so you're moving the cue point. So this is now same. You see, I'm moving cue point. So now the kick is on point. See exactly where the power starts. This is the signal. So this the low frequency of this guy. Can you guess how long is this in real life in Sisyphos? In meters or in centimeters or in millimeters?
You mean the waveform length?
The
length
low,
of
the waveform in real life, because this is digital waveform, and in real life, what you feel in the club, let's say the low frequency, the sub.
I don't know. I really don't know. If you ask me like that,
Guess the number. How many centimeter, millimeter? Only this part here.
I think it's 2 nanometers.
Nano, like micro.
Nanometers?
No, bro.
Micro?
This can go up to 10 real meters.
10 real
It's
meters.
a tsunami, bro.
I thought it was a really slow,
Yeah,
really
but this
small
is
number. So you
this is
tricked
a
me.
trick because it's a not small number, it's a short part. But this part has low frequency, big energy, and this energy on the sub, it can be big as a tsunami.
Okay,
This is,
crazy.
yes, this is the reality. Because the low
Okay.
frequency, this is what you see, it's a digital waveform. But inside this line is the power, big power. And it's also high frequency, there is no power. But in this only one small line, left and right, you have power of 10-meter long vibrations on your body that you like, that you are enjoying. It exists there. It's the
That you like on the
genetic.
dance floor.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
what you feel physically.
It's
You feel
what
the
keeps the body
vibration.
moving.
This is
Yeah.
what is coming to your body and the sub. All the rest is coming upper, so you don't feel it. You come to the heart, you feel it emotionally. So the higher you go more emotional. And when you go up, then when it comes to the ears, then it's more for rhythmic to start to move.
But this is for the body.
Yeah. So why I'm cutting now this? So I need only one, and then I make fade out. I don't need fade out, and then now selecting exactly. Even though the kick is shorter, I'm selecting from the beginning till the end of this one kick to kick place. Toop 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 toop, and then press Command J. So this is
Consolidate. Yeah.
consolidate and turn off the warp. So now I go to impulse and bring this clean sound into the MIDI world. Check the number. See, 9.12. Perfect number. And then I give the signal. See, empty, 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 empty. This is for this empty, empty, empty. So we don't want them. All of them, they have different, same knobs. So if you click on this one, you see different knobs. This one, but it's the same menu, but we won't use them. So only one, Command D, Control D, play. Okay, exactly on point. And your kick, it was not on point. So now this is already very good start. It's a little bit too loud.
I see it is louder than the first group.
So now we go here, separate, alone, and go decay till the end. So it's full body. And let's say 1, 2, 3 down with a, see, we start like this. And then immediately now, this is the beginning, like the very, very first step you have to do. And now we go for the last step you have to do. Directly we go now from now to the future. So you are aware of from where to where, what is the end? We see the end immediately. So that's why you put some meter. So I can give you one immediately you can use. Second. All. See, this is like a Swiss Army code. So it's giving you, automatically you will have this machine. So I will save now again. Save as 12 November, for example. So now already you have the machine. That's it.
I just open the file on my computer and then I have the machine.
Yes. Literally. Yeah. This is machine that the goal is your track to be -8 lufs. You see? So now we are very quiet. So technically we need to go 10 dB up. So you see, I went 10 dB down and now I'm going 10 dB up. And you will ask me now, yeah, but why you go down and you go up again? You know, this is logical question. Why you go down and then you go the same amount right away in the same moment you go up? So why you went down? You went down for dynamic cold range, dynamic range. So the track can breathe. When you start compressing, there is space to move. Otherwise, will be like giraffe in your room, you know. So you want to bring nice, you know, to have dynamic. And that's why you are going down as a microphone. I told you a microphone is Ableton, it's like a microphone. So when you record something loud, it's always too noisy. So that's why you're recording like -10, -20 dB, and then you bring everything later louder with special
Okay.
limiters, EQing, and so on.
Okay.
So you see now the kick is perfect. And now you need, do you have a fab filter or some machine? No. No
No,
problem. No
no.
problem. I'll show you now with this one, with Ableton. So now you bring the limiter. Now it's time for limiter, but before the Swiss Army, before the meter. And now I'm bringing till I see here 8.
Where you see? Ah, okay, yeah.
You see, this is a good, nice provement that this genetics of this kick is very nice. So you have an energy you have to you can consume. You're limited. You are limited in space. You're in the box. You are in spectrum of sound. You are in these physics rules. So you have from 20K to 20 from 20 hertz to 20K hertz. This is what it exists, at least for our understanding, for humans. And here, you're consuming certain energy. So you went down, and then I go 15 dB, but this is loudness in average. This is peak number, and this is loudness in average. So this is the game that in the peak, when you're very picky, like you're very sensitive, you try to show as less as possible peak number, because you will have a lot of later sounds like shakers and everything that will show a lot of number, but actually you don't need to show. You cut the peaks, so you focus on the bone. And you need to know this is peak number, this is loudness in average. So this kick already, it's very nice, no peaks. So I went 10 dB down and I went 15 dB up, because this kick is not consuming so much energy and it gives you a lot of power.
So it will stay with this kick for a long time, I
I
think.
don't know. We still don't know. And how we know? Now we bring a reference and then we are aware this is the first thing you do. So now this kick, it's already sounding like all, from loudness point of view, this kick is loud as all Beatport tracks, all Spotify tracks. We came to the end. If you want to export now your track, that's how you will release it. That's the loudness, approximately.
Okay.
Approximately. So now, to be sure, if now it's another question. We're not sure if this kick is good. Now we like it alone. We are in our fantasy world. But now we need to go to reality and face this kick together with another demo, which is going here in the project, and you put it off and you send it to external output, which means doesn't go to the limiter. So now it goes exactly as it is on solo. And then you solo out, solo in, and then you can hear immediately, like in MMA fight, you have fight 70 kilo, 80 kilo, 90 kilo. So now you need to make a fair play. Now it's loudness. So your track, it's already loud as this track, and we bring this track. So they are on the same power matching who is better quality, because they are already loud the same. So now we'll hear exactly in our face how far you are from reality. Or maybe you're, because this is very, very important. If you
Okay.
don't have reference, you're lost in fantasy, you know. So it's very hard to mix without reference. Maybe you can make a demo, but then in the end, you again need to remix everything you get used to on the wrong way. It can be very awkward. So that's why it's from the very beginning, the healthiest way, see the reality. As a DJ, let's say this track and this reference, they could be played. In not even as not as next to each other, maybe in 30 minutes of one set, okay, one DJ can play your track, also can play this track. So and it's in the volume, it's not changing the gain. So this is the goal. It's
Yeah.
not
So
like
I
exact.
always thought this is the job from the mastering later on.
No. This is, you need to do it right away.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you're
I can't
kind of
afford some mastering.
going to mastering, but you're not doing mastering. You're just doing the one of the main and last steps that mastering will do. So you are predicting the future this way. And then when you send for mastering, you turn off the limiter and he will do the same as you, but you already calculated everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So I think this comes with a lot of experience. Yeah.
So you cannot, otherwise you're lost. Then you will be, then everything you make and your master comes, and then you bring your track here in the folder of your favorite tracks, and you feel like, oh my God. No, no, in the end, in the very beginning, before you even started the track, now we're gonna bring one minimal dark track. This I have you. Okay.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah.
So you see, now I'm adding this track. And that's now I'm gonna give you also answer for what you ask me on chat for
Yeah. So
for
you
the
build your own controller. Yeah.
no, this is I will show you as well, but you ask me why my track sound different. The Tandav remix.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Because I'm playing from Ableton, and when this track in certain BPM. So when you play in Ableton, double click, you see this is the track you get here. Then you click Command A in any of them. Click of one yellow, Command A, delete everything. So you see I'm stretching now. This is called warping. So I'm now, as in Ableton, I need to make a cue point. So I go to, let's say, find the kick here. This is the kick. Right click, set one here, or in German, sitzen or something, it's there.
Yeah, platzieren.
Okay, and then you see now I ask the boss. The boss, it's the metronome. If you not sync with the metronome, you better don't do anything. So you double check always. You see? See? Now it's far away than should be. You know, it's gone. So that's why I go like this, hop, stretch.
Okay.
Then I go in the end already. Here in some full number. Yeah, it's not a full number. I knew. So now the track is warped. It's good with the boss, but it sounds shit. This is Ableton. This is destroying the quality. So now the only way to get the maximum quality is to play in the repitch mode. So now the repitch mode, obviously, the original is 129 and you are 123. So I'm pitching now the track as a vinyl. So that's why it sounds weird, but it's the best quality. So it's every time I play, my track sounds different according to the BPM.
Okay, but it's a nice gimmick there.
So that's why you cannot feel like what's going on. I know this track, but it's how he made it sound. I just made faster or slower.
Okay, so that's the reason why you don't play with CDJs, because you like the
no, it's just I play
uniqueness.
my tracks. I'll show you. I can build a lot of things. It's a lot of fun to play in Ableton, you know.
Okay.
Your unlimited possibilities.
Okay.
So you see, now we warp the track. And if I go beat, listen.
Higher.
See, so it's like it's pitching. The track is pitching. But anyway, when it's in repitch, then it's better quality. And you will hear later when you turn on and off on yourself, when you try, you will feel like, oh, fuck, now it's tight. And even though it's different key, but it's so nice. It's like the best performance of Ableton is giving you in repitch mode. So now if I warp 1, 2, 3, or 100 or 3,000 tracks and putting them synced with the boss, I can move all of them synchronized and I can change the BPM and they're all linked. So I don't need to, I'm already kind of sync. I play with sync button. Yes, I made them work, but then I have time to create. It's not about the sync. It's about the performance. Because now the same track I can play in Sisyphos like this. Now I can come directly to the other part without you feeling it. now I make my own whatever. I can make my own version, just click away, and
Yeah.
everything is synchronized. So that's why this is the answer. But anyway, this was a good way to explain you the world of warping and DJ setup for each track and your library. But now what we want to compare this kick and you. See? So now immediately I can hear that your kick has more than you need, which is perfect. It's much easier to reduce. So see it as it's much easier to create a good body when you're a little bit fat than if you're very skinny.
Yeah. That was very good. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So you need a little bit more and then you get less. So if you
Yeah.
want to be a sculpture, to make from a rock a sculpture, you need a big rock.
Need a big rock. Yeah, of
This
course.
is this is another reel now. Behind the scene.
Yeah.
No, but these kind of things are going viral. Like when you talk about what the fuck they talk about music, you know. And even normal people start understanding music better because of
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. Like the
now
metaphor.
directly what I told you immediately we're gonna usually to make a from a fetish guy right away six pack you need 6 months and now we can do it in 6 seconds in world of Ableton. That's the
Yeah.
difference, but you're doing exactly the same thing, you know.
Mhm.
So now the first thing what you do, you see, now because we have the reference we already know what to do, you understand.
Mhm.
Before you
Mhm.
are lost, you are going in Berlin when every building is the same without, and you just came to Berlin, you're a tourist and you are going without Google Map. So
Mhm.
and where you gonna end? Because every
Mhm.
it's all the same. So you need direction, and the
Yeah.
reference is your Google Map direction. You want to go there because I want to go in this community. I'll go to dark minimal, and this is this track. I know we put this track just to give us a little bit, but I know this track sounds very nice.
Mhm.
It's a perfect medium, like a very nice minimal track, and now became even more minimal because we slow it down.
Mhm.
So now it sounds different than the original itself, but it in the perfect uh, quality, the maximum quality, going outside of the Ableton. This is just temporary ghost channel because it's going to external out, and we are mastering already your kick only. So we already
Mhm.
can feel with AB, which is AB. That's why I warp the track because then it's super easy for because we humans forget faster than a second.
Yeah.
Like we're from that point of view, we're very stupid. So if you give to us synchronized AB, then we can focus after 2, 3 seconds. Ah, okay, I know the difference, but it's
Mhm.
synchronized.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Yeah.
play
This.
black and white photo, I play you color photo. Black and white, ah, okay, I like
Yeah.
black and white, I want more, but I need to show you 20 times switch, same
Mhm.
photo. So this is how you can feel it. And then you need to bring them in the same category so you can really hear the realities. That's why we made your kick loud as this track, but we then send this external output so we hear it the way it is, but we pitched it to your vibe and we are using the perfect mix and we are in sync.
Mhm.
So this is the first thing you do. Now that's why we
Yeah.
know we need a gym little bit for the kick. So now we go
Mhm.
to the kick and the first thing, little bit EQing. So a little bit reshaping the body, like sculpturing literally. And
I'll be right back. 10 seconds.
no problem. Yeah, so as I told you, we're gonna a little bit reshape the kick because what we hear
Queuing it.
now that your kick it's brighter and has this elbow, I call it. You need to make a space for the bass.
But
So
how do it's just experience that you listen to it and
listen
you're
now
aware
again.
of, oh, there's too much elbow.
We need to train you. You know, you will. This is a training, and I cannot train you if I didn't prepare what I just did. So now you will hear it. It just need to make you more switches. And then listen carefully. This is training of ears, ear gym. So you go solo and we listen only kick. You see? So you see the kick has immediately now, to make you easier, he has, listen now. You take one, this is now mid and side, we can go to stereo just to temporarily turn off everything. Leave one, see, now go down. So now EQing, imagine it, this is the room, this is the high ceilings, you know, so you don't go up. It's not good to go up. And when you do now down, like this, you are not cutting, you are indirecting this energy from here, you're indirecting it here, and you're indirecting it here. So the energy stays
Oh,
in
it's
the box.
just bending it down.
Yes. So this you need to be
Okay.
aware of that. So you put a little bit more power now on the bottom and more on the punch. But this elbow in the middle, it's because one thing it's up, one thing it's sub, one thing it's bass, one thing it's syn bass. So you have sub and bass together. So we need to split them. We need to steal from your bass sub and put it in the cage, the VIP, 150 hertz, stay mono. And the other part, the leftover, it's on the dance floor, on the stereo. Being mono as well, but plus we make it even bigger. So this is how you have a cold power vibration and then very wide feeling of the size. But you see now, listen, then we'll hear why I heard that this kick, it's your kick, it's already has the typical raw kick from samples elbow, no unnecessary frequencies. Listen now, go just down, 10 dB down you can go, and then left, move left, right. Something like this. You see, listen now, A, B. It's like more, there is no knock so much in this area. See how it's more balanced. And this is how the other kick is. I just listen other kick, otherwise I don't know. So now when you listen other kick, and now you need to compress it a little bit to make it from that kind of power. So you see, it's very small move, but it's a huge move. And then you can see the rule number one, when you do whatever you do, check the number, 9.91, do something, whatever. Aha, I lost kilo. So now you bring up as it was. See, I went 1 dB up, so this may be too much, so I go a little bit less. Something like this. Pop, refresh, before. See, now I went louder than before. I put your kick louder with a cut. So I reorganized the unnecessary, very loud frequencies, and I put more on the bottom on there, reduce the kilo, and bring everything again, same kilo, but in other shape, more muscle. And more polite in frequency, meaning because here it's not so knocky. So now it's not gonna be like it will be a space for the mid range, spare for the bass. So this area you don't want to knock there. This is place for emotions to move, and you don't want someone to come like a bird to knock. So you need to make a little bit the kick to hug them, but not to elbow them, because this is here the elbow in the middle, you know. And you find it, you can move it left, right, it doesn't have to be exact the number. And then also you will ask why impulse. So you see now I can pitch it.
Okay, that was one question of mine. You don't even know the key of the kick.
Yeah,
right?
So you have here tuner. So you see tuner. So now I know your kick in original is G, F sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F, F sharp, G. So it's this machine, it's Ableton for free one. So it's not really showing. And the other one we can use Now you know it, but it's okay. You don't have to be 100%. You know you are
Mm.
in G. This is G power. So if I stay now in this one like this, you see, I can make it 100%. So now I'm listening this one, not the MIDI. See, it's 90.
Okay. So if I listen to a sample, it works better.
You see, this is good, but then I EQ it and moved it, and maybe it's not so, but it's okay. It's important that we check you are originally, this kick, it's born in zodiac G. That's the character. So now whenever you pitch it go, but you should find a flexible kick that it can go in different keys. You see this one, it's quite good. See.
Mhm.
No, wait. We're still listening this one. Just a second, like this. Already on 4, you're super sexy. Too much. And when you go down, you become longer. But you have this button time. Listen. See? So I can make it exactly as I was telling you about the politeness between in the relationship between kick and sub. So now the length of the sub will define the length of the kick and other way around. So they will adapt. So this is how you will hear the resonance when they touch, and you'll make your sub to make a lap dance to the kick with a side chain. Side chain, you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a literally lap dance, I call it.
Yeah. I have Kickstart too. It's a free plugin for sidechain compression.
Kickstart. Yeah, exactly. So this would come on the bass. And obviously you can move here according to the kick. See? So your track, you made it, your kick is born in G.
Yeah.
And let's hear now maybe you made it, you know, maybe the splice made everything. We can easily check this. See, we find some melodic or the bass technically, because the MIDI, I can see already in which key you played. So in F, you see, you're in F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So now we need to go with a kick -2, and then we're in F. You see, now we know. And then you'll hear the difference. So I'll play your kick, and this you will hear how they glue harmonically. Because if you want to have harmony in one room with people, you should have politeness, and from music point of view, if everyone is sync, should be in key. This is the music mathematic.
Makes sense. I always thought the kick doesn't need to be in the same key, so that's the reason why I just dragged it from
doesn't
Splice
have
over.
to, but again, it's like playing out of key one of the band members. So in music, as long as it sounds good, it's okay. But it's for techno, you will see now. You can do it, and then we go back. Obviously, you will not do it and keep it if you don't like it as you like it now. So you will only keep
I'm sure I will like it afterwards.
So you have to like it more. That's the main rule. So fuck the rules. In the end of the day, always, as long as you don't like it, then no rule. Don't accept. Don't apply it. So impulse. See. So now we go -2. Double check with machine. That it's now F. You see F. Bam. You see, like numbers don't lie. I'll train you like really German precision and super understandable to.
Precision.
Of course, will be everything when it's precise. You create peace of mind for yourself to go crazy. You know, because
do I have this key indicator plugin also while you dragged it inside?
Later we'll talk about this.
Okay.
No problem. So then we know it's in this key. So let's listen now. Let's listen with the bass. better when it's better because it's louder. So it's not fair play. You're making now fight between 100 kilo and 60 kilo. It's not
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
it's not fair play a measure AB. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 like this. See, one more. Now it's fair play. Okay. Is your kick? Or no? Wait, no, cannot be. Because this is down. So we go with this up. Like this. This is now fair play. But wait. Yeah, this is the reality. And the bass is too much also. We need to go down with the
Yeah.
bass. We go one. Then you can hear because now we are eating, the king is eating the queen.
Mhm.
This is tighter. Different key.
So group was my key and impulse is the new one. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Ah, no, you know why it's the new one weaker? Because you see the time? I killed the power 33%. This is, yes, now you can feel the power because you need to bring them in conflict to feel the conflict. And in the conflict, there is a resonance, and then you need to keep the conflict because that's the magic when they have conflict. When they touch and they create magic touching, then that's the beauty, but you need to keep the conflict 10%, 20%. So you kill the rest, but you still, that's the game of side chaining. This is, you see. Now listen now, new kick. See, it's awkward. Listen. See how together they go now. Listen again. See, it's like the colors, they don't match.
Yeah, this is better.
So it is just because of the mathematics. It's you are in key, and don't forget, I told you, for my understanding, it's 95% of the physical energy. It's this. So all the rest. So when you tune this, you are bringing everything on it. So it's all more, directed better.
Okay, so this is the
You're
foundation
giving
I do every
you're
time.
giving better example. You got used to on the wrong things. This is not good. It's like very, you can hear the kick and the bass, they're not together.
Yeah, they're separated.
They don't belong. See, like together. And then we'll put one machine. Where is the bass? Here. Now I do a trick. I send this one to 10 in. So now I can control it. So now I can put LFO. Now I'm making, with this tool, I can create the bass more polite to the kick. See, I can do whatever I want now. I can make it sexy, I can automate this, come from sexy to more powerful. But you already made a sidechain. So, but you made a preset one. Here you are coming with you as a sculpture boy. So you start making how you feel. Maybe you want to make this track more sexy, and then you make the kick shorter. So immediately it will be awkward, the bass to be so long if the kick is short.
Yeah, I'm not that fine with this bass. I just used it because I couldn't did any
Talking
better.
about the bass now, you see, it doesn't matter. This is just project to learn the rules. We don't care now so much about what will come out of this from creative point of view. It will sound good, that's for sure. But then we work on creativity part. Then I show you this is then another dimension of coaching. Then we talk about mutations affecting and using like all these crazy things to make your track more interesting or to we'll come to it. Now it's just welcoming sounds and bringing now the basics to be ready to welcome more sounds. So now again, first thing you always do, put EQ, see stereo, bam. Then you go mid and side, because see, this is what I'm talking about. So you have sides in your bass, and this is okay, but you have sides in your bass in the VIP, which VIP is mono, so it's not, no one can touch this here from here.
So the bass needs to stop above 100.
So here on half of this space, it starts the mono. So here no sound can enter.
Only
and you have already, you see, intruders, these two intruders there. So you need to make like this. Tell them, okay, stay on the party, but don't enter VIP.
Okay.
That's it, you see. So if you want to hear what it is, you can press headphones, and when you touch it, see, this is a stereo shit that you don't want in your bass. This is intruder. You see, it's a ghost. It looks like a ghost. And this is pushing and killing the real power. See, it's
so
hidden. It's hidden there. So
is there a cutoff number or something like that?
So that's why you make like this.
Or something?
Yeah, you just go to 150, something like
150.
This.
Okay.
And then now you're safe. But you can also go harmonically. So now I can make the cages, the dance floor, not cage, but the dance floor area for every sound to be also in key. So harmonically organized per octave. How high? So then you put, for example, more advanced machine like fat filter. And then you see here, now I click. We are in F, right? So 43 Hertz. So the F2 will be 86 or 87, because every time you double the number, you go octave up. So you see, you go to F, A, B, C, C, then it's double. See, I came to F. So now technically, maybe you go to this one, 87. So this is because you want to go, then in F, the sub will be only below the 87 Hertz. Then it's harmonic cage, you know? So this is like a real vibrations. Only 87 Hertz are mono. After 87 Hertz, everything's stereo. If you want to do it like this is immediately, you know, the number. But it's not necessary. We can keep it now per year. And when you go mono, and now, so what I mentioned to you, we need to make two. So if this is a sub, now we create sub from this one. So whatever was in sides, we don't care. Okay, bye-bye. Then I go just to mid. Feel the real power. See, I told you it's around 80. This is real power. F mono. And you are making it in MIDI, so creating it in MIDI, let me demonstrate you, recording. I'm recording the MIDI, not LFO. LFO is just temporary there, after the chain. You see? Now auto. I'm listening the recording. Let me check. So you see, you're floating. So every bass is different. So which means your chair, you're trying to sit on your chair and it's moving. So it won't be comfortable to sit. So the compressor is trying to compress every time different signal. So you are confusing the computer. So that's why being like this, you just take one. See? And then let me demonstrate you. So if you duplicate this one, so I make now only the first one. Usually the first one is the best. And I put this one here. And I put this one here. Oops, sorry. Zoom out. Make it bigger. So you see, this was your bass, and this is now the bass without compression. And this is how compression looks like. So you are already doing smart because there is no change. It's just digital change. But this digital change confusing the compressor and the number and the limiter and the because you have to hide the numbers, bro. See the master as tax declaration, Finanzamt. So you need to literally hide the numbers, show consume less energy, get more power. Literally. You see, and now when I play this bass, you see, I'm already saving without compressing, without any compressor. I already saved 1 dB, and I didn't change the power. I didn't lose the power. Now I can go up 1 dB more, but I'll be all the time powerful the same way. And you are floating, like you are going, as I showed you. You see, you are like, and should be like a brick wall.
Okay, so you build a sub bass out of my bass sample right now.
Yes, and yeah, exactly. And then the other part will be your bass, but will be a bass, not sub. And on the bass, I'm gonna make stereo and more because I high frequency, so I can put saturation. I can make it very wide, and then I have stable power down and with a wide jacket around.
So just the sub bass is mono and the bass is the stereo.
Bass is both. It's mono and stereo.
Okay, because the sub is mono and the bass you do on top of that is stereo.
Yeah, because I cannot make the sub wide. It's not good. So that's why
I get it. Yeah. Okay.
So I make boring sub, boring kick. I told you we have a drama queen, boring drama queen, and very powerful and cold as fuck and boring sub. This is what you want, because then this boring, it's stable for the kids to play on top.
Okay, so this gives the foundation for the body to move, and the ears they
for
come
genetics,
right
for power, for length. It's giving example. It's giving what is the level of the quality. It's giving standard to follow. If you add shit, you will feel awkward. So you're bringing very nice information for you. And at the moment we're listening mastered in our ears. So you can make it mastered, but then you put on keyboard, on laptop, go few steps back so you're not on maximum, but you're listening mastered track. In the very beginning, we didn't even start. We just have kick and sub. But you see how numbers are showing that we are doing right way.
It's crazy how much time this takes, but it's the important fundament, yes.
No, but this is only you do it once, and when you create your kick in 12 keys ready, you never touch this. You just work cardio session on the mid range, and it takes some
cardio session on the mid range. I completely get it. Okay, so at first I get it. I need to only make tracks in F right now because I have a working kick and sub in F.
No, but you are lucky because F and G are the best keys for techno.
Yeah,
for me.
I read this in most of the tutorials. F, G, and minor scales.
This is the best.
Okay. Yeah.
And all my tracks are in G. Naturally, I didn't know this. When you see most of my most powerful tracks are in G or an F, like the beast ones. If I go A, if I go C, more emotion, more not so powerful, more cheesy. So that's why every key, already now your kick, this kick, we're gonna make a fucking monstrum from it. And then the next thing for the kick, you see, we made something. Now what we play? Well, let's play the other one, the better one. You see, stable, already
I'm not. Yeah, maybe we could keep the sub, but I'm not that happy with the bass. Maybe
We can immediately check with the reference as well, because there
Okay.
is here we can install this machine. This one, yeah. So you see here you can add now the reference, real reference without stretching. So you lose the synchronization, but you can press sub now here, see? So now when I press here, this is you, this is him. You see, immediately I see you have lack of sub in comparison with this guy, and you are higher. So you see, it's super easy. You can already hear that before you even start building the more floors, you need to make the basement and the lobby. Then you start making rooftops and balconies, you know, because now you can already hear from the other building in front. Look, see, you already lose the power. This guy is far away more gangsta and more deeper genetically in the sub, not in the kick.
Mhm.
Now we're talking about the sub. The king is wrong. Even though it's cute, but it's not powerful and gangsta. It's cute. You see, it's very nice. It's melodic. You're going kind of octave up.
Mhm.
But this is, you see, if I want to hear the bass only, then I press bass. Then B. See, more power, like, and you are like a ting, 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 you know. So you see, I can focus on that because you need to be able to give yourself this zoom in into the, now we are zooming into the basement of one flat.
Mhm.
Then now we
Mhm.
zoom out in the satellite view later again. But you see in the
It's
mixing, I'm
yeah,
welcoming everything here already. I don't even watch
so
the
much
arrangement.
easier with the tools. Yeah.
So you already, this is a mirror of reality. So the main goal for one producer is to build the basement and like the kick. The main thing is to build kick and one good sub example, because subs you can change. This is easy. One kick identity, and then every time new track, different sub. But you're already comparing your sub, new sub with your already existing sub. You don't even need this machine later because you will be your own reference.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it's just with the experience, I think.
Yeah, so but I will build this, everything will be ready for you on plate. You will experience with me, and you will have all the machines and everything, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah. So now we know the sub is not good. So this is must be fixed. So how you, what's the point to work on some vocals to adapt to not existing match
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to make the, you know, so you make the first the fundament healthy, and then you start adding one by one sound adapting to this standard and this quality, so you will feel like, oh, and then you can put, because every time in the end you're changing one body, it's healthy to change even in real life 20% one body, not more.
Mm.
So
Okay.
if you go and make your muscles like with some extra things to drink, then you get veins, and this is distortion. So you
Mhm.
go and you shape your own body 20% better. This is in mixing. When you touch the sound, you never should change the kilograms. You should just shape it.
Mhm. Okay.
This is the main rule. And then when you shape it, if you still don't like it, then just make it quieter. But mixing it, you already will, if the main rule of result that will give you a good sign of that you did good mixing, you're adding something to the vocal, and the vocal, it's sounding suddenly better. And then you check the peak number, it's showing 1 dB less than before. So it's sounding louder, but it's showing less. This is good mixing. This is, then it's a good,
Uh-huh.
you did good job. But many people, they put something on the vocal and then wow, what a vocal. Or they put something on the kick, wow, and then you see 5 dB louder. So you,
The
this means you went to gym and you went 5 kilos more after the gym.
it's cheating, yeah.
This is not good. It's not
Mhm.
healthy.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I
this is
get
the
it.
same what you do to the sound, because the sound, it's a real physical energy. You should treat it like your body, like a muscle. It is physical energy. You're shaping it in digital world, but in the end, this muscle, you feel it through the air on your body physically.
Mhm.
This is
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
communication between these two worlds, the digital and the real life. How you
Hmm.
shape the physical energy. And that's why you're engineer now. You're shaping the digital energy, which will later shape people's body through the air.
Yeah. In the best case,
In Dumfer.
in the best case,
Oi,
in
oi, oi, oi.
Dumpster.
They have next level subs there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
you
Lambda Lab
see,
system.
so you see, if you are in Dumfer at the moment, no, the party is in Dumfer, and we are in Hamahale, you and me, and Hamahale is shut,
Hmm.
and you and me chatting, and there is no one in Hamahale. And then the music, what you hear this.
Yeah, just sub.
This is what you hear because we are in Hamahale, it's shut, and this is what we hear. This is your track, and then comes other track, DJ play.
Hmm.
So you see, so now maybe
Something
there,
missing.
no, no, you're very tiny, like there is no vibration because of the
Yeah.
sub, and in maybe also could be one of the reasons that he's maybe D or some other key B, so he's lower than F, and it's darker. So maybe because of that as well. But definitely I can hear that you're tinier.
Hmm.
The best way would be to find for next session F reference of your sounding track that you would like to hear if DJ play in not you, someone else playing in Dumfer, playing this track and then playing your track. That would be
Hmm.
your dream. So bring this track and we make this happen. This is
Okay,
dream.
I think about. Yeah, okay, okay.
Because
So
then
it's
I know
more.
how to shape. I know. Now I just
Hmm.
brought some random track to explain you what to follow, but now
Hmm.
you can, now you understand that. And once we do this, then it's coming showtime and fun time, uh, and confidence, and you can't wait to make music because every time it's cardio, it's short. In 1 hour, you already have results, and
Hmm.
it sounds good. So which means very often I go to Sisyphos, and I'm in the backstage on headphones making a new track, and the DJ I'm not even playing, and I'm the DJ who is playing next. It's next to me, so I'm exporting the track, giving to the DJ, and after 10 minutes or 15 minutes later, the same just newborn baby is played in Hamahala only because of my ready calculations. So even if the track was not ready, it was already made to export and give anyone in any kind of condition. It will be loud, and my kicks are already calculated. So whenever I make new track, I only work on the emotional part.
Hmm. So is the master then still is the mastering still necessary?
Yeah, yeah. I mean the limiter. You export it with a limiter.
Okay.
It's not ready, but it's playable. It's
It's playable.
testable.
Yeah. This.
It's possible to test. And then when you
Yeah.
test it, you can hear, then you go back, polish it, but no one will complain. Already it sounds good. You will hear some things. Other people, they will like it or not as well,
Hmm.
but you know what I mean. So you need to
Hmm.
export few times and then try it, play it in the car, play it here, play it there.
This is just a goal of mine to make playable music everywhere, so that I can I can
Standard
just
based,
export it.
standard
Yeah.
base. You want to make a pizza restaurant, you make pizza restaurant with a special uh, dry tomato for South Germany. So only you're adding one new thing, but all the rest is the same. So if you make a new pizza with I don't know, some weird, I don't know, with ice cream and then this is that people will be like, what the fuck? So you're risking, you're too original. So
Yeah.
if you want to be DJ friendly, this you need to follow this. But even if you don't want to be in cage of rules and politics, this is a good training for you to become a good engineer. So your whatever you do, it will sound better later. So it's a
Hmm.
good training. You say, okay, fuck, I don't want, I will make how I feel for everything after
Hmm.
this coaching. That's the goal. But going through this coaching with following the rules, you are already both. You are happy as an artist and you are also DJ friendly. So this is how
Yeah.
you
This is.
become a superstar.
I just want to have fun in the process, and I already have it so much. It's if I can do playable music, I just did some of my songs, I exported them, and I played it on private parties, and they did
Yeah.
work, but I had to do some EQing on the mixer right after it.
And now you
But
understand why.
yeah, yeah.